just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Here's Jacobs. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line.
That is caught by the tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On play action, he'll set up to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now Allen on first down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Second and a yard. On play action, Allen. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Rams have it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. That complete to Jacobs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing again, it's Allen. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. Loose past the 35. Yeah. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll be taken down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end motioning left. They'll go with him again. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back Whoa! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap. The quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll go play action here with Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. From the gun, it's Allen. That is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's to the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Allen working from the pistol. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. And he will score. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. And this is going to be a Rams 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Slot receiver headed right. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike. I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. This one, downfield for Kincaid. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
On third down, it's Allen. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
One more time going up top with Allen. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
His kick is perfect. And the Bills will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Tight end going in motion here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. The motion man is Nakua. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. Big play there for the Bills. A gain of 57 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Here's Allen to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
56.
To throw is Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Bills will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
In that spot, Mike, that's just painful. If the throw's not there, you want to just get rid of it. Throw 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That complete to Jacobs. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards on that play. First down, Buffalo. They'll run with Jacobs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the... They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's into the end zone yet again. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can this. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes. He tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to go out of bounds with no time.